All right, hi guys. My name is Kamwea. Welcome to Empathic Earth Angel. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. Right now, I kind of feel drawn to say, trust your intuition, guys. I feel like a lot of the times, just everything, like the world is just made so that we don't trust our intuition. We always choose logic and facts over our own gut feeling and our own intuition, but our gut feeling is never wrong. And right now, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been kind of emotional when I think about this, because I think about all the times when I didn't trust my intuition, and that always led to some type of suffering, some type of pain. And this new season that you're called to be in, it requires trust, and not just in yourself but in source. And we don't get to know how, where, when something's going to come into our lives, or how it's going to come into our lives. We just get this little whisper that tells us to go do stuff, to try things, to do new things, or to go here. And the more trust that you build in yourself, the more easy it is to follow that flow of life and just follow your intuition to guide you to the things and places and meet the people that you're meant to meet in this life. A lot of the times we feel that resistance when there's like a battle between logic and our intuition. And I'm always gonna say, guys, pick your intuition, even if it doesn't make sense and you have no idea why spirit is leading you down this path, or why spirit is telling you to do certain things. Just trust in the path. And I'm thinking for myself, like, in terms of the times when I never trust my intuition, it was always with people in my life, and those friendships ended up turning sour eventually, because the inkling that I got was always correct. I could never understand where that comes from, or why I just knew certain things, but it just seems to me that I was more in tune with a lot of their feelings before they were even in tune with their own feelings. And later on it came out that I was correct. And for me right now, it's like, you kind of struggle with how you're being perceived. So everything is a mirror, and if I'm feeling this way and you're seeing this video, I know you're feeling this way too. You are struggling with how you're being perceived, and you care about how others see you, is whether or not you're a good or a bad person. At the end of the day, you validate yourself, okay? And I'm gonna tell you something: bad people, they don't stay up all night worrying about if they bad or good people. They don't do that. So that automatically tells me that you are an empathic soul. However, if you're feeling an energy that you just really don't know, but your gut is telling you to stay away from it. Just stay away from it. Trust yourself always first, okay? And right now, I feel like my life feels like I'm being stripped of everything that I knew, and it feels scary. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It feels scary to not know where I'm going, when something's gonna happen, especially going from being super controlling over my life, trying to plan down every single detail. But that's not how life works. That's not how God works. That's not how source works. That's not how your intuition works. That is not how your higher self guides you. Your higher self has already been there, so they know how to get you there, okay? You don't know how to get you there because you're in this moment right now trying to figure everything out. But you're not meant to figure everything out. You're meant to go with the flow and the changes of life. The more we resist that, the more there is going to be struggle and suffering, okay? We're just not meant to know. And I feel like when we know that end destination is, usually it can sway the outcome, because we try to do certain things because how we think that either source wants us to behave, or God wants us to behave, whatever you believe in. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to tell you that you are a good person. You are a good person. And the only thing that God wants you to do now is to trust your gut. A lot of the times we don't realize that the tests in our reality are people. They show up in the ways that we don't expect. God is not going to send a test for you to pass with a stranger. Okay, it's hardest to do certain things with the people that you love the most and the people that are closest to you. Sometimes God could call you to cut off your granny. Stop talking to your granny. I don't know who that's for, but stop talking to your granny. If she's toxic, she's toxic. It doesn't matter if you're blood related. It doesn't matter where you know her from. If y'all grew up like this, it doesn't matter. If it's not good for you, it's not good for you. Source wants you to put yourself first. Yes, you are here to save the planet or save the souls that want to be saved, is what I keep hearing. Save the souls that want to be saved. Okay, not everybody on this planet was put here to be saved. Some people are put here so we can see what it's like if you don't evolve, if you don't want to be saved. Okay, not every soul, like if people show you who they are, believe them. Okay, move on to the next soul that needs to be healed. Okay, but stop thinking that you are here to save every single person. Source wants you to take care of yourself. If you're gonna run yourself into the ground, they're gonna end up having to pick somebody else anyway, because you are not taking care of yourself. You are not pouring into you. You're not trusting your intuition, putting yourself first. You're putting other people before you, to the point where you're breaking yourself. You're breaking the brakes off yourself. Like you want to save everybody so bad because you don't feel like you're worthy. You don't feel like this calling that you are given should have been put on your shoulders in the first place. So you're self-sabotaging by going back into your people-pleasing tendencies. Spirit is saying to let that shit go. Let that ish go. You are not put here to people please. And I watched a video recently where she talks about even pretty privilege. People put you in a box and they assume that your life is perfect, just because you have that beauty or you have that attraction that they don't have. And I want to talk about this too, because I remember this one time when I had this friend. We're not friends somewhere, but I had this one friend where we would talk about like the other side of pretty privilege. Yes, people can open doors for you and all these fancy things, but when people see you as a threat or they see you as someone who has a better life than them, they start to be nasty. They project those nasty insecurities onto you and they try to get you back for whatever a pretty person did to them in the past. They put you into that box. But she says in the video, she says, do not dim your light for those people. Those insecurities that they're rocking with is for them to carry on their own. So whoever is seeing this that needs to hear this, them insecurities is for them to rock on their own. Let them hold on to that by themselves, okay? A lot of times they want you to suffer in the way that they did. And if that's what they want, put them to the side. If they think you a bitch, let them keep you in that category. Stand firm, 10 toes down on your boundaries, okay? Don't be trying to dim your light to make other people feel like, oh, you know what, I'm just like you. No. If they don't believe that you just like them, that's on their beliefs to believe. You're not here to change anybody else's beliefs except your limited ones, your own limited beliefs, okay? It's just, I just feel this energy of this big shift, and I want you guys to know that the test is people pleasing in this season. Are you done with people pleasing? Are you done with it? Because if you're not done with it, then you haven't changed. That is the test. If you're not done with it, then you have not changed. Okay, I need you to stop and ask yourself, am I gonna do this because I want to do this, or am I doing this because I feel like it's socially appropriate, or I feel like it's what other people would want me to do? You need to be unapologetically you. If that means you're seen as a bitch, then that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let them think that. Be in a season of let them think that. Just be that. It is what it is. You're not here to change your perception of who you are to nobody else. I think we need to really get used to self-soothing ourselves. And when you're coming out of people-pleasing, knowing that there is going to be resentment, there's going to be this energy that's thrown back at you. Because when people can't get access to your energy in the way that they used to, they get mad. They get upset about that. It's almost like, okay, well, like, who do you think you are? And the answer is always that bitch. Always that person. You are a goddess, a god. Whatever you identify as, you are that. Okay, you are up here. Do not let them bring you down here. But this season is to release people pleasing. You are not put on this planet to run yourself into the ground trying to save everybody. How the hell you gonna save more people when you're trying to save this one person that don't want to be saved? Now you're back broke because you're trying to carry Larry with you when Larry wasn't supposed to come in the first place. Let Larry go. And I'm not saying not to have feelings. Cry about it. Cry about it, because even for me, like, acknowledging my feelings allows me to process them and release them. Our ancestors didn't get that opportunity back in the day. I'm speaking on my colored folk, because our ancestors didn't get that ability. They were slaves. They didn't have that time to really truly process how they feel. So that led on down to our grandparents not processing how they feel. You doing that is breaking a generational curse. Okay, allow yourself to cry, and yes, if it hurt, it hurt. Just be real about it. Okay, a lot of the times in society, people want you to make you feel like your emotions make you weak. Emotions are not weakness, because you are allowing yourself to process them and let them go, when somebody else who's considering them weak are holding on to them for years and years and years to come. And those things get stored in your body, and they manifest in all types of different things: stress, all types of illnesses. Okay, allow yourself to cry and process and let it go, but do not people please to the point where you are done. At the end of the day, your first question is, do I want to do this, or am I saying yes because it's going to please someone else? If the answer is that, and if it feels scary to do it because you're worried about how you're going to be judged, then that's 9 times out of 10, that's the answer for you to do. That's always going to be the answer and the test. Spirit sends tests in people closest to us. And a lot of the times, these people don't even know that they're being used by the devil. Like, they just walk around thinking that this is just that. No, they are being used to see if you have changed in your reality. And if this is your season of letting go of people pleasing, drop a comment saying that I'm done with that shit. That shit has run me into the ground, broken the brakes off. Because you know what? Even when I think about the times when I didn't listen to my intuition and I did it anyway, I people please, those same mother truckers came back and threw the dirt back in your face, threw the dirt back in your eye. Okay, it didn't matter what you did for them, there was always a fault. So you know what you can do? You know what you have control over? The fact that you are not going to people please, and you will always put yourself first. Because at the end of the day, if somebody calls you selfish, you could be like, well, all right, thank you. That's a compliment. That means I'm taking care of me and putting me first. Okay? You are not here to prove nothing to nobody. Okay? Your heart is already pure and genuine. Leave the dusties that want you to break your back off for them in the dirt. In the dirt. And the only reason why they want you to break your back off for them is because they won't do it for themselves. They want somebody to come and save them, and you are not coming here to save them. No, you are here for a greater purpose in terms of helping people, but you are not here to run yourself into the ground. And that is my message for today. Guys, we're leaving people pleasing in this new shift, in this new season. It is over. It doesn't matter if you're seen as a witch, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, because YouTube. But it doesn't matter how you're seen, perceived. How do you perceive you? Start rewiring your mind and your limited beliefs, okay? You're not meant to fit into society. You never were. You're not meant to follow the rules of society. You never were. So stop trying to be normal. Stop trying to be like everybody else, because you're not. Okay? So those are the messages that I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with somebody who you know is a people pleaser and needs to let that shit go. So, yeah. Bye. Love you guys.